This week on Steel Horse Thunder.
On this day, I am kind of crazy. All my people know not to talk to me. I'm everywhere all the time. Out of high school, I tried to join the military, but my back is messed up. I currently work at the Sheriff's Department. But I wanted to do something more, something that still made a difference, something that was still able to help where I wanted to be. So this seems to be the closest thing that I get to actually serving.
35 years. You realize double your life I've had to put up with her for that long a time. Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
People talk about your one-stop shop. Well, Flat Out Motorsports is definitely a one-stop shop.
Maybe you like to hit the streets on two wheels, whether you're a touring guy, whether you're a cruising guy, or maybe you like the sport bikes.
If you'd rather play in the dirt, there's 4 wheels or there's 2 wheels.
Or maybe you've gotten to that point where you're ready for an extra wheel. They got the Can-Am Spider and the ever-so-cool Slingshot.
Or maybe you don't like the dirt or the road, then you can get on the water. Take this baby for a ride.
No matter what you need, no matter what brand you like to ride, all the safety gear, helmets, whatever you're looking for, it's all right here under one roof. And with the used motorcycle sales, you can pretty much find any kind of motorcycle you like.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Leidendorf Law. Like family, because we are.
Hey man, we got a beautiful Saturday going on up here. We're at the Marion County Fairgrounds. We got blue skies, we got sunshine, we got motorcycles. What could go wrong? Cindy, what's going on today?
Well, it's the Helping Heroes Freedom Ride, and I think there's going to be a lot of bikes out here today. We heard last year there was a lot of bikes out here. We weren't able to make it. This is actually their 3rd year, which didn't even know the first year went, but it did, and it went good. So we're out here today, and it's going to be great.
It is. It's a perfect day for it. I know there's diesel truck mafia guys that are here to help block intersections. It's like, this is a big event. I mean, registration just now started, and there's close to 50 motorcycles here already, and they're just now letting people in. We've got vendors out here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I had no idea how big this ride was until last year when everybody said, oh my God, you guys missed it. So we didn't miss it this year. We are here. And so this is a huge, huge charity ride. And as you know, this year, all of our charity rides are sponsored by Crambo's out in Greencastle. If you haven't been out there to see Chris and Beth, you need to get out there. If you need work done on the motorcycle or if you need paint done, that is the place to be. Crambo's out in Greencastle. Cindy, what do you say we go find out who was silly enough to put something like this on, because I know they've worked their butt off to do it.
Yeah.
What do you say we find out a little bit more about the show?
Let's go.
All right, man, we're up here at the Marion County Fairgrounds. It is the Freedom Ride. I have Jennifer here. You're the one that put this all together.
Yes.
This is my first year coming out here. I heard about it last year. We wanted to come out, and we were so busy scheduled that day, we couldn't make it out. All I heard about the next week at Bike Night, that's all I heard about. Oh my God, I can't believe you guys weren't there. And so Steel Horse kind of felt like an idiot for not being here at this ride.
So now you guys are here.
So we are here today. Tell me a little bit about this Freedom Ride and how it came to be.
I founded Helping Heroes back in 2015. The organization solely bases on helping veterans in need and deployed soldiers. And then we met Jeff Sisson, who is in charge of the Diesel Mafia Truck Club. We kind of merged together. It was his idea to do the motorcycle ride. And we started, our first year was, it was kind of small, but with the support, every year we grow. Last year we were able to do a $50,000 remodel, rebuild a veteran's house from the ground up, keep it from condemnation. And so we're hoping to maybe double that this year, and hopefully the event just, goes as smooth as possible with everything going on.
Well, we're early. I don't even know if, I guess registration has just now started. So we've been here for a while. There's already bikes lined up in the parking lot. You've got a lot of vendors out here. I mean, this is kind of, I see a big stage behind us. I mean, what takes place here today?
We have 5 live bands playing on the stage behind me, and that's the Helping Heroes stage, so that's kind of the main part of the event. We'll have the motorcycles, the Diesel Mafia Truck Club. They lead the bikes. They block on the highway, so there's no traffic coming on or off to hurt our riders. We have the vendors, the food trucks, We have all our nonprofits from the state of Indiana inside the market building. We've got beer sales. So we just try to make it as big of an event as possible. We'll actually have a music video filming out here later. So it's seeming to be a pretty good day. We've got about 150 pre-registered bikes.
Oh, wow.
And none of them are the ones that are here yet. So we're hoping for a decent turnout, that's for sure.
We walked by here and you told me all about this business. I want a job because, you know,
Absolutely.
you talked me into it.
Absolutely.
I'm kidding, but tell me all about this business that you're in and what you do.
Sure. Well, at Edwards Electrical Mechanical, which is located, our office is primarily located over here on North Shaylin Avenue in Indianapolis. We do everything under the sun when it comes to construction, new construction, repairing, things of that sort. Welders, fabricators, HVAC technicians, plumbers, auto mechanics. We have a fleet of vehicles, office personnel, dispatchers, male, female, but we have a presence out here today at the fair for this event because we know veterans make great employees. They always have, they always will. So we're hiring more than just veterans, but we're really looking for that veteran perspective to come and work for us. We have a veterans panel, if we can see this right here. We have a veterans panel. We're one of IndyStar's top workplaces of 2020. We do community outreach. Edwards really appreciates veterans and what they do. So, and that's why we're here, to bring some veterans on board.
Well, you know, it's really cool. And like I said, I mean, you're like the Facebook of it because you're telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
If they wanted to get a hold of you guys to find a job, how would they do that?
Sure. The best way to do it is to go right online, but you can always pop in, grab an application, and it's a pretty meaty application because we're going to put you in one of these trucks, like this gigantic $120,000 vehicle here that we have that you can't see. But we're going to put you in a vehicle. We're going to let you take it home. A lot we're putting on your plate. So we have a pretty thick application. We want you to fill it out, be thorough, but fill it out with confidence. Again, go online and do that, or just stop by, grab an application, fill it out, and get it back to us.
Now, how did you guys find out about this event going on today?
Just from having a veterans panel. We always got a finger in the veterans activities that are going on in this state. We try to have a presence, whether it be something like this, Habitat for Humanity. We always try to have some type of presence in veterans organizations.
Awesome. So Jeff, you're with Diesel Mafia. Tell me about Diesel Mafia because I've only heard it the past couple of years. How did you get it started, and what do you guys do?
So it's just a organic group of people that love trucks, and they took the diesel platform, which was expanding and growing as a community in itself, and technology kind of grew. And in 2014, Diesel Mafia was started, and it was a group of other people, and Indiana kind of became the more organic group to take the scene, and we decided to buy out all the other people, and now we own the brand here in Indiana, and kind of paving the way to make a movement of bringing people together and getting them out of the house. I mean, I'm not a video game guy or a TV guy. I'd rather be in my garage or working on a project, and so it all created into this. And then, you know, I was raised by veterans, and I didn't serve myself. This is kind of a reverse duty that I didn't get to give when I was younger. And now I've got 5 kids, and I'm not going to battle today, so I'm going to fight out here to raise as much money as we can and keep them from being homeless. So
that's really awesome. How did you hook up with the ride itself to get?
So me and Jennifer, I had the concept of the ride for many years because watching what we do with diesel trucks, and then being a Harley rider myself for many years, I wanted to bring the two together. I thought the two communities could really overlap into each other because country boys and guys on motorcycles, we need to bring people together, not keep them separated, and this was the best platform to do it. So I know being on motorcycle rides, you know, you can't always get a police escort. You can't always get somebody that's going to keep the riders safe. Well,
so to be in the Diesel Mafia, though, do you have to have a diesel rider?
No, actually, Diesel Mafia is just a truck community. So we host the events because we've just got the platform to, I guess, bring the people. We have 130,000 followers online, and you know, our state groups are anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 members. And last Friday night, we filled a parking lot with 200 trucks, and you know, kids playing in the parking lot. And it's all family stuff, you know. And you get all ethnicities out there, and every car lover, truck lover, everybody that's out there. I mean, I think it's going to bring people together, and so that's what we keep pushing for.
Are you wearing this on the bike?
No, I'm actually in one of the trucks here.
Are you in one of the trucks? Awesome. So you're with the Diesel Mafia?
I am, yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, figured just in time you need a big red truck, so I brought my baby out today.
Well, I was going to ask you if I could borrow your outfit because I love it so much.
You can, but I need something else today. They won't my skivvies.
Well, why not?
Hey, I like to party, but I got to get a few beers with me first.
That is true. tell me about the CBD oil, because I love CBD.
Absolutely. So this is Go Hemp Team. My business partner's there in the background, Brian. This is our product that we just launched about a month ago. So we're getting started, getting going. I had owned a retail store previously, so background on that. I took what people didn't like about the products, the taste, the price points, and they weren't experiencing enough results with it. So with that knowledge, what I took from that background, I was like, okay, let's implement it into our own brand. He's a marketing guru. He gets us out there. He gets our name out there. And I was like, I know the business side of it. Let's partner up. Let's do this together. So him and I make a great partnership on this. With that, the first thing I want to start out is our price points are competitive, and they're actually beating a lot of other companies out there. Like a 1,500 milligram bottle, $75. Also today, we're doing 20% off for all veterans, first responders, anybody in the field out there helping with everything going on right now. So we believe, in what people are doing for us and helping us right now in the community. When you're talking about our products, we have everything from the CBD flower, actually where it starts out as a hemp plant. We have it all natural form, all the way to gummies, to the oil, and our roll-ons, like our topical as well. So if you have a pain that's needed to be done, like you can just roll it on in about 5 to 10 minutes, you can start to notice that. And the reason that is because CBD is an anti-inflammatory, so that helps like with the inflammation on your pain right there, so it gets right to that. With that also being said, you do not have to worry about a drug test with a topical. It never gets into the bloodstream. So if you're riding your bike, you're drug tested at your job, you have a pain in your hip from sitting there, if your hands are tired from grabbing the clutch or the brake all the time, you can roll that right on there. You never have to worry about failing a drug test or anything like that. It's not getting into your bloodstream, but it can help you as you're riding. Or if you're a veteran, and you've done a lot of active duty and you have some pain and you don't want to take anything, do a roll-on, do a topical.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase, looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Ladendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are. The attorneys at Ladendorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Ladendorf Law. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Well, Melissa, you are the Ladendorf Law featured woman rider today, and I love this bike, and I know you've had it for a year, but tell me about this bike and then tell me what you're going to do.
This bike I've had for just over a year. It's a 2014 Yamaha Bolt R spec. I've put probably a little over $3,000 into customization into it so far. However, she's not my final bike. I'm actually looking into getting either a 20 or 21 Indian Scout, and I've got big plans for it because I'm a little girl, like kind of wide, but I'm a little girl and I want a bagger. The only way to achieve a bagger is to get a little bike and turn it into one. So I'm going to get an Indian Scout, I'm going to get hard bags, probably a fixed fairing, and just make a little bike a bagger.
That's awesome. I don't know that I've ever seen one like that, but I can't wait to see yours.
Every bike that I've had has been unique. My first bike was a little Rebel 250 that we bobbered out and made it completely unique. No one's ever seen anything like it. This one's a little more unique, but I'm looking to go even more unique.
Yeah. Well, I love this bike. Of course, I love the flat black, and so therefore I love this bike. You've done a lot of good things to it. It looks beautiful, but I really can't wait to see that Scout because I love the Scout. I've rode them before. They're a nice bike, and I just can't wait to see all the bags on it and all the stuff that you're going to do to it. So
it's going to look like
next year. I definitely have
yes,
to.
Yes, ma'am. It's going to look basically like a mini road glide.
Awesome.
But better.
So, I know this is for the woman rider and everything else, but tell me about the fact that you are selling this bike, right? Mm-hmm. So, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you for it, you're probably going to need somebody to get a hold of you. So how would they do that if they wanted to?
The only social media platform I have is Facebook. I'm pretty private.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. And
So tell me what this bike is, again.
This bike is a 2014 Yamaha Bolt R Spec. It has just about 3,800 miles on it. I plan on putting some more. So it's under 4,000 miles. It's a great bike. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just want bigger.
You just want bigger.
I just want bigger. A 950. This is a 950cc. I just want that little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think that's what all of us bikers aim for, is just a little bit more.
Yes. Have you been able to go out like on and do some bigger rides on this bike?
Oh yeah. I've done the Rams ride where there was over 100 miles on that ride, and going from Pittsburgh, where I live, to where it starts, and it's I swear it's almost 200 miles that day. But I mean, I ride whenever I'm off work.
Well, I love this bike. If I could buy it, I'd probably buy it, but then it'd probably sit in my garage with the rest of it. Not that I don't ride, I'm just saying it would be sitting there and I'd have to choose which bike, and that wouldn't always be fun, but although it would be fun. So anyway, we love the bike. We love everything you've done to it, and I just hope that when you get your new bike, you'll get a hold of me, because I really want to see that new bike and see all the things that you do to it. So
Totally will.
but thank you very much for talking with us
You're
today.
welcome.
You're going to have many good miles, not only on this bike, but on the future bikes. So
Oh, definitely.
enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't look now. Crambos isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambos, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambos also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambos, voted #1 for a reason.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Leidendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
How are you liking doing the stunt? I mean, obviously you're still with it, so obviously it's something you enjoy doing.
It's fun. We haven't been to much with everything going on right now. Like, we haven't been out of state that much, but it's good to actually get some downtime sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So here's something I've always wondered. Stunt riders like you guys, see, I'm a stunt rider at heart. That means I don't do it for real. It means I just like watching other people do it, because falling down hurts. I know it hurts. So when you're practicing, say a new trick comes out, or you come up with your own thing, it's like, man, I want to do this. How many times do you fall before you finally nail it?
Depends on how hard it is. There's some that I'll get first try and get it, leave it alone, and there's some that I'll work on all day and just not go home with it and have to come back the next day or whenever the next time I ride is.
And what is it that keeps you motivated to say, you know what, I'm going to conquer this, I'm going to conquer this? Because see, I would have that in me until about maybe the third or fourth time. And by the third or fourth time, I'm getting up going, damn, that hurt. What makes you keep doing it?
I just like to ride, honestly. It keeps me motivated whenever I'm in my zone, if that makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has there been any of them that you were like, you really had to talk yourself into trying? It's like, man,
There's
I don't know if I want to do that one or not.
Yeah, there's definitely a few.
Yeah. So what are your future plans?
I want to ride in the future, obviously, and just keep getting better. Really, that's all I have planned right now.
Is it something you think you would like to do this for a living, like to make
I'd
this
like
your?
to try, yeah.
Yeah. I know it's tough, man. It's very tough. And Lord knows with what's going on this year.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Everything's a mess this
I
year.
agree.
Nobody knows what's going on this year. It changes from day to day. But you know, even in a perfect world, it's still difficult for somebody to get out there and make this their full-time job.
I agree. Yeah.
And but I tell you, man, I've watched you since you were a little kid now, and now here you are growing up to be an adult and everything else. And I think if there's anybody that can do it, you can do it.
We're out here, Drew, today, and you are going to be riding your motorcycle, doing stunts. How long have you been doing this?
Probably since I was about 4 or 5.
Really?
So about 10 years, yeah.
So have you and Gage been doing it together, or the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
So do you guys like just go off of each other? You know, he tells you what to do, you tell him what to do.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So when you get out there and ride, do you ever get nervous?
Most of the time, yeah.
Do you like seeing the crowds out there, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are your plans for the future? Do you plan to keep on doing this stunt riding, or do you plan to get into racing, anything?
Probably just keep stunt riding.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So how old are you?
15.
You're 15. Well, you and Gage get out there and ride your butts off, because you guys do such an amazing job. We love watching you, and as does everybody else. So get out there, have a great time today, have fun, and always be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, man, we're here at the Marion County Fairgrounds. This is the Helping Heroes Freedom Ride going on. You're wearing the shirt. What brought you out here for this today?
Well, it's a great cause. You know, we've got all kinds of veterans that need help, and not only our veterans from our Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, but also our police officers and first responders. So, got to learn to do your part. So here I am.
Very good. Very good. Well, it's a beautiful day for it, and obviously quite a few people knew about it because there's a lot of bikes showing up. You know, with all the new regulations and restrictions getting ready to take place, I didn't know what was going to happen today, but my gosh, the bikers are here. I mean, just what an outpouring, and it is for a fantastic cause.
Yeah. So anytime you ask a bike to ride for a cause, more than likely you're going to get a good turnout. So here we are.
Yes, here we are. Well, have you ever done this particular ride before?
Nope, it's the first time on this ride.
Okay, so that's my first time here as well. Last year, I remembered after the ride, everybody came to us at our bike night the next Thursday, and they're like, "Oh my God, you guys missed the best ride of the year." So that's why we came here today to see.
Well, I won't be missing it this year.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like a little like a festival going on here, man. There's all sorts of vendors, helicopters, and stages, and stunt riders, man. This is a really cool thing.
Well, and the good thing about it is, you know, a lot of places you go to, prices get jacked up, but everything's really reasonable.
Yeah.
You know, the shirt prices, on every vendor, shirt prices were extremely reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And all the little knickknacks you can buy for your bike that they got here, you know, they're at a decent price too, so it's all good.
Good deal.
Time to come and spend some money for helping our heroes.
Exactly. And there's a lot of people like Gage Sutton, the stunt rider. Everything he makes for doing this, he donates right back to the Helping Heroes.
Well, good.
So I mean, you know, you got your stunt riders out here that are literally doing it for free. They're getting the money right back, and when that kind of stuff happens, man, that's when things get accomplished, man. It's that whole thing, United We Stand thing, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
You know, it's great to see people coming together for a ride like this, and to have everybody here with this many bikes going on is even better. So hopefully we can raise a lot of money for the heroes that have helped us out, in the future and in past.
Yeah.
We got to remember the ones who did what they did, so we can be where we're at.
Exactly.
It's all good.
So what brings you guys out to this ride today?
It supports a great cause. I always like to get out and support the veterans. They raise a lot of money. It's not a long ride, but it's a good one.
It is. So you guys are just going around 465?
Yeah. Diesel Mafia shows up. They do a good job of blocking, keeping everybody safe every year.
It sounds like it. I can't wait till next year, and we're going to do this ride.
It's always a fun ride.
Did you do it before?
Well, when you drive a truck for a living, and you got to put up with traffic, it's always nice when you have 40 diesel trucks blocking everybody up.
Yeah.
Jeannie always says, "Wow, you have way too much fun on this ride." But I love seeing pissed off people on the on-ramps.
Yeah, well, and I agree, and that's what I was even telling them. It's nice because at least they can, be around all the bikes and keep them safe, because sometimes that's what we worry about, is being safe, especially when you got a highway where your traffic's going in and out, and that makes it very hard.
It
so
does.
we appreciate
And they
it.
do a great job of keeping everybody safe. It's always a safe ride. I've never known any incidents.
Did you do this ride last year?
Yeah, a couple. This is my third time.
So
I think they've done it 3 years.
They did. They have 3 years. So has it grown every year? Have you noticed that?
It's always been a great turnout. Last year was huge, and it's still early, so
Yeah,
they're
still
lining
a lot
up.
of bikes, yeah.
So what was it that made you say, I'm always curious how something like this actually gets birthed. What was it? Was it obviously something personal for you that made you say, you know what, I want to step up and do something?
Yeah, so out of high school I tried to join the military, but my back is messed up. I currently work at the Sheriff's Department. But I wanted to do something more, something that still made a difference, something that was still able to help where I wanted to be. So this seems to be the closest thing that I get to actually serving, and I'm not serving and I don't take that away from anybody, but I am giving back. So I help as much as I can in any aspect with soldiers and veterans that we can. So if they come with something that we've never heard of before, they need a tire for their car, we'll do it. And there's no means to what we won't do, as long as it's within reason.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Let me just say thank you. Thank you for your time here on the police department and everything else. Here at Steel Horse Thunder, we support our veterans, we support our police, we support our firefighters. You guys are all still heroes in our eyes. And I know right now we live in a day and age where somehow or another this is split. And I don't understand that. But we don't get political on this show or anything else. But I do want to say thank you very much for what you do. And we do support our police department here at Steel Horse Thunder. What you have going on here is just absolutely fantastic.
Well, we're glad you guys can make it out.
Well, hey, that's going to do it for us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Cindy, what did you think about this event out here at the Marion County Fairgrounds?
You know what? It was amazing. There's so many bikes out here. There's so many vendors. You got the Gage doing his stunt show. You got the people with the CBD oil, which I really like.
No, it was fantastic. The Diesel Truck Mafia, and of course, helping the heroes. I mean, that's what it's all about. And to see everybody coming together again, and I always sound like a broken record, but my gosh, this world could take a page out of the biker code and understand that it's about helping one another. It's about united we stand. You see people out here wearing masks, some not wearing masks. It doesn't matter. We don't, you know what I mean? It's like everybody just comes together for a good cause, and I just absolutely love it. That's why we keep doing the show. And if you want to follow us, make sure you keep an eye on us on Facebook, because that's where we get to announce a lot of different things.
And we are going to be doing the posse ride again this year, so we're going to be putting it up on Facebook, so continue to look, because it's going to be up there pretty soon. We've got to get that all set and ready, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, setting the date for that's a little tricky, because everybody that had rides going on in May and June and April, they obviously moved them all to the back of the year. So we have a lot of stuff going on right now, but more than likely sometime in September we will be doing the posse ride, and we will announce it as soon as we have a date locked. We'll end it back at the Cedar Creek Brewery, Winery, Distillery. It was a great place to end a ride, so keep watching us, follow us on Facebook, and remember, it's not what you ride,
it's that you ride.
Put my glasses down so I don't blind the camera. That's why I put a hat on, so I don't blind the camera with my bald head.
Okay, we're rolling.
So Drew, you're out here. We've seen you so many times before.
Here, hold on a second. Starting. Yep.
So Drew, shut it.